Assalamu alaikum, Miss Anika.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm great, Alhamdulillah. Thank you for joining me today for the discussion Creating a Safe Space Online.
Right.
Okay. Before we get started, let me ask you a question. What is your go-to Zoom game or digital prop which you use in class to make even the shyest, quietest student smile?
So basically, I'm sorry, and are you talking about the digital tool we're using?
No, not digital tool, digital props like, emojis
Mm-hmm.
or some games.
Okay.
Sometimes teachers also play games.
Okay.
Yes,
The,
just
in my situation, since I teach English and maths, so in my situation, I basically start with how their well-being is, and then ask a report about their homeworks and a little, if I see any change in them, like maybe physical changes or mental changes, I'd really talk about them to them so that I know what are their mental conditions and what everything they're going through, so that I can understand is whatever I'm going to teach today really understandable by them or not. So I just build a rapport with them in the very beginning of every class. That's what I try to do.
okay, that's a great way to begin the class. Okay, now for the gist of the content. For a highly anxious child, even staring directly at a webcam or speaking out loud through a microphone can feel intensely overwhelming at first. What are some of your favorite low stress strategies to get even a shy student to interact without forcing them to speak right away?
So if you ask me, in my experience, I have faced a lot of students who are shy, who are even, you know, skeptical to turn on their cameras. Uh, at the very beginning, I used to force them to keep it on, but then I thought that it's maybe their nature. They're really introvert, they're shy, so I shouldn't be forcing them, because if I do that, they're going to get worked up with the stress of, okay, I'm in front of the camera. What if the teacher asks me this or that? So I really think rather than just forcing them to turn or keeping their camera or even talk to me, I preferably use the digital tools that we have in our system, in our platform, which is one of them, which is the chat box, as you already know. The chat box is there so that they can type something if they want, even if they're unable to say. They can use their cute emojis that we have already there to express their feelings and everything. Also, you already know that there is a camera and mic going on, so they can also talk and also interact with us with their facial expressions. And most importantly, we have whiteboards and also the shared screen um, ability. We can also share our smart screen with them so that, for example, if I want to share the book with them, rather than just sending them away, I'm just going to share the screen with them and then get them interacted with me. So that's how I think it's more preferable and more acceptable for both the parties, like the teacher and the students, so that we can do well. These are my strategies. Yeah.
Okay, coming to digital tools, I think we also have a system where we can give like stars, like
Yes.
compliments in case they have
Yes.
done well. Like, can you tell
Yes.
me more about those?
Yes, also I would like to talk to you about there is Merit Hub where we send their homeworks, where they are also sending their homeworks back to us. We also have the option to reply to them, give them compliments, give them stars, or appreciate them for their work, which is, I think, as a teacher, is mostly needed, because if they're not encouraged enough to talk to us or come and study to us, they're never going to improve. They're just going to get stuck and then think that study is a burden, even if it's an online, not in person.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm so glad that the online interactive tools are being efficient to create a good communication between both the teachers and the students.
Right.
Okay. And finally, transforming shyness into confidence.
Right.
Parents of introverted children often worry that online learning will feel cold or disconnected. How
Mm.
do your personalized one on one sessions at Merit Tutors actually do the opposite, providing the ultimate gentle environment for a quiet child to finally find their voice?
So as you know, the Merit Tutors are providing a one-on-one session, right? So the teacher and the student can directly interact even if we're not in physical appearance, like in we're not meeting in person, but the situation that we're having here, it feels like just the way we're talking, it feels like we're having a one-on-one conversation, that too in front of each other. So that's the best thing what I would say about Merit Tutors, what the students can enjoy. And also because in the physical classroom, there's a classroom hierarchy, right? So there are many students in a class, and the students and the teachers have to attend all of the students, but it's not possible for a teacher to attend all the students at a single time. But in case of this one-on-one session, the teachers and the students, they're never disrupted. They're like into each other. They're talking to each other, so they don't get disorganized regarding any topics. It's not possible that somebody is going to ask you, okay, stop, can you please, I mean, interrupt you or something like that. So that's not happening here. That's one of the best points that we can talk about. And also, when the teacher and a student is all alone in a session, every student is different. Every human being is different. So when a teacher is communicating with the student, they can understand, he or she can understand how the student is, how their personality is, introvert, extrovert, or loud, or maybe sometimes they're naughty enough not to pay attention and just maybe bluffing. Okay, those are the things, and also their weaknesses and strengths. That's what the teachers can identify when they're having a one-on-one session. So when in the process of doing that, for example, if you're talking about me, I have many students in the Merit Tutors. So I personally believe that my teaching techniques are going to be customized according to their personalities. So if the student doesn't seem to answer me properly, I would stop and then let him or her answer. Even if she is not answering, I would offer him or her a question. If I think that the person can answer, only then I'm going to proceed. Otherwise, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to keep bugging in different ways and then explain it to them. So that this platform, what I feel personally, is very judgmental free. Here, the students can actually have blooming confidence because when in front of many students, some students cannot talk properly. They're shy, they're introvert, and that's why the parents are really skeptical whether to send them or not. But in this platform, I guess it's the best thing about this platform is this: the student and the teacher can get a one-on-one session and do really great for themselves. Yeah,
Yes, I
that's it.
think this is the best program for students because they are getting access to personalized help and customized access to help for their own, for their various differing problems, student to student. Right?
Right.
Right. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Anika, for sharing with us how you create a safe space online. We're so proud to have you as one of our teachers here at Merit Tutors.
Thank you so much, and I highly appreciate you for inviting me for sharing my opinion. Thank you.
You're welcome.